Good. Put the link in. One second, guys. Let me just make sure this is all good. Boom, get rid of that photo there. There we go. Get back on the live. Oh, there we go. Hello. Hello, Katie. Hello, Alan. Hello. Hello, Katie. Hello, Alan. How is everyone? How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing on this Sunday evening? If you are new to the live, then welcome. Hello, Louis. If you are new to the live, then welcome. On the lives, we tend to have a quick catch up, and catch up, answer any questions. Then we mark up the charts. Then from there, we'll rotate over to Zoom, do a little trading quiz, hopefully a little confidence booster for next week, and then we'll continue from there. Why did that just come off? There we go. Got for an extra hour in bed. Yeah, it's been the clocks have gone forward, which has been actually really, really good. Because in Dubai it means I'm 4 hours ahead of the UK now, which is like such a nice time zone to be in. Like I really, really like it. So it's amazing. Even all, hello Jordan. Hello, Brandon, the main man. And Brandon, your call, by the way, went really, really well yesterday. Some great feedback from that. So, yeah, big shout out there. Hello, CROB. BV. Hello. Been good, Brandon. It was very tiring yesterday after a busy day Friday. So there was a lot to catch up on yesterday. But then Friday was such a good day, better than I thought, to be honest. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but I'm really, really happy with how it went. It was really, really fun. Hope you enjoyed it as well, Brandon, with your little speech. It was great. Evening, my brother. Hello XPR. Hello Ryan. Hello Hammer. Cool, so good, 100 viewers. Yeah, really nice, Brandon. Yeah, really, really, really good. Everyone was excited to see it. It was a long one as well. I think it was like 2 hours, wasn't it? I think Adam recorded the full thing, which is a big shout out to Adam for having the foresight to record that. I think that was his idea or whoever's idea it was. Really, really good. Yeah, BV, I don't know what happened there. The event looked amazing. Yeah, well, it was really, really good, Louis. Really, really, really good. And let me know how if you're at the event, let me know. Oh. If you're at the event, let me know. Hello, Mark. Brandon was total pro. Yeah, it was really, really good. Shirley, very good, Brandon. Yeah. Where can I find the recording of Brandon's live? Jordan, if you ask in the Discord, if you just at Adam or at anyone in the Discord, they'll like link it to you. I'm pretty sure in Brandon's section, you just scroll up a bit, you'll be able to find it. Trap phone. Hello, everyone. Hello, William. So sad I couldn't make it. It's all good, BV. You'll catch us on the next one. So we're definitely going to do another one. That event went really, really, really well. I think it went really, really good. And so we'll definitely do another one. And it was amazing because I thought to begin with like 15 people or so would come for food. It was quite last minute, so I let everyone know like maybe 7 to 10 days before the event or something like this. And so afterwards, I expect like 15 people to come for food. And then it was 20, and then it was 25, and then it was 30, and near enough 40 people ended up coming for food. And then there was, I don't even know how many people actually came to the event during the day, but well over 40, which was really, really good. Okay, the video's pinned in Brandon's Discord channel. Really nice. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Atomic QI. Lord Sugar on the phone. Lord Sugar will see you now. Yeah, he's phoning me to come in. You're fired. Yeah, Brandon, it's well, when baby starts crying and the missus decides to do the hoovering. Well, Can I be added to the Discord, please? Yeah, Mike, drop me a message on Telegram, and we'll get you added. This had to go somewhere as well, so I was watching my Voyager in the call. Multitasking there, Brandon. Friday was jokes. The geezer at the door was handed me a gold pass for nothing. Ryan, what the hell? Yeah, it was really, really good to be fair. It was good to sort of go around and speak to everyone, and then also food after was amazing as well. So it was just a perfect event. To be fair, it went absolutely perfectly, but definitely got some ideas for the next event we'll do as well. And yeah, by the way, not in my usual setup. I'm still in London. We'll be back in Dubai within a week. So then back to the usual setup. Hello, Neil. Hello. Alex, what a great event, and thanks for paying for the dinner. Very generous of you. All good, Michael. Definitely, all good. Definitely all good. It was worth it. It was worth it. Hello, Chris. Did you go to a random place for food or had it pre-planned? Pre-planned, BV. Yeah, we definitely had to have it pre-planned, because one thing is, we've got a lot of members. Let me just turn on this charger. We've got a lot of members in the group now, and so we've got to, when you see like even 40 people in person, that's a lot of people. And so when we came into the restaurant, we had like a full sectioned off place for us. So yeah, took some organising though, but it was good. I had a few levels plotted on my chart. Looking forward to see what you get. I have 130, 179. Yeah, it should be interesting, Louis. We'll get into that in a brief second. But it did continue to range from what we had said, sort of Wednesday, Thursday, which is really nice. Love arranging market. I want to know what the price of dinner was, though. It would have been a pretty penny for definite. It's all good, Brandon. It's all good. And then I it's the least I can do with everyone. It's like yourself, Brandon. Long drive, everyone coming up. It's the least I can do, taking time out of your schedules to come. So, yeah. Who went for the most expensive? BB, I don't know. Message the big man Jay as well. Oh, okay, nice, Louis. Nice. Hi, Max. I've just joined and find it awesome. Nice. Krishina, nice. Sorry if I butchered the name, by the way. I'm not too good with names. But yeah, I appreciate that, and welcome to the team. A5 Vaku with caveat. BV, you're not coming. Hello, Carlton. Hello, Glenn. Glenn asking for Discord usernames was class. Yeah, Harry. I found that so funny. Like when you're in person asking for someone's Discord name, and like Hammer, for example, like screaming across Hammer. It's like, what's going on? Definitely next time, I think a good few people said we're going to have name badges with Discord names on. I think that makes it a lot easier, because everyone knows each other, but then it's like, wait, are you like Mark 764? And it's like, yeah, I'm Hammers, or like it's interesting to see in person. It's really funny, actually. What day it was? It was very good, very, very, very good. How you coping with UK weather, Max? Not good. I'm freezing outside, but it's not too bad. It's nice with the rain. We all appreciate those, seriously. No problem, Brandon. And Brandon, great talk. I appreciate you getting up. It was a bit out of the blue, but Brandon got up and gave a little talk in front of everyone. He smashed it as well. XPR depends on what price data you're using. It depends on broker and price data. Tax deductions all around here, Max. Yeah, business expenses. And what do you spend in the UK? Still tax exempt through Dubai bank accounts. Louis, so yeah, because I'm in Dubai most of the year, I pay Dubai taxes. Like I don't pay. Well, it's complicated. I've got a complicated structure now because there's a few things going on. Hello, Jamie. I'll be attending the next one. I look forward to seeing you there, Louis, and I'll let everyone know a lot more in advance for the next one. Definitely will be a lot more in advance, so there'll be a lot more preparation that goes into it. So yeah, will do, Louis, will do. I'm Aaron here with Brummy hat from dinner. That was class. I said to you, didn't I? The big, it was like Peaky Blinders hat, wasn't it? T-shirts with names embroidered on next up. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be good. That'd take some serious preparation though. 300 soon. We'll take a look. We'll take a look in a second. The big low is this low here. I mean, if we take this low, then definitely going to 3,800. That's a very, very, very important low. So we'll get into that in a second. And then also we've got some serious news coming out this week as well. So yeah. Brandon's a natural speaker. Yeah, he did very well. He did do very well. Pay zero. Swiss bank accounts for everyone soon. Yeah, that's the one. Singaporean banks. That's what you want. Took me off guard with that speech, bro. Crack me up though that Adam and Ben wanted to stay secretive, but that was far from it. Yeah. Brandon, I wasn't, if people don't want to give a talk, then I completely agree, but just going, that's Ben. That's Ben. Oh, he hated it. He hated it. Oh, I found that so funny. He was so annoyed. Brandon, you did well, mate. Yeah, he smashed it. Rue Dubai Hotel in February. Yeah, Chris, I saw that in the Discord. You'll have a blast. I think Leon replied to it saying you'll have a blast as well. So it'll be really good. I think Yusuf is just landed in Dubai now. He was in Qatar like yesterday, so I'm pretty sure he's in Dubai now, which is cool. Hemslock, on the quiz that we've got after this, we're going to go, I'm pretty sure order blocks is one of the questions. So I'll go over that on the chart for that particular question. I think that's the better way of doing it, because it'll be a question on order blocks, and then I'll go into what it actually is. I don't personally use them really, but I think it's important to still know and have a breadth of knowledge. Should go for beers after the meal. Max was getting FOMO on the train journey home. Yeah, Glenn, we did. A group of us who stuck behind did go get a little nightcap after, which was hilarious. I was feeling it though, I'm telling you. I was definitely getting to that point. Ben the Geordie with a pack of Marylands in the back pocket. Yeah, he didn't bring any Marylands. I need to get him. I should have brought them, actually. That's a missed opportunity. There was missed opportunity. Like, throughout the day, I was like, I should have done this, It's like, but it builds up for the next event. Every time we can get better and better and better. I'm so glad you did, though. It was class. I was winding them up the night before and saying I'm going to take a video of them and say who they are. Yeah. Yeah, they were not happy. It was so funny. Oh, it's great. And then, yeah, Brandon, you're talking really well. I think a lot of people really, really like that as well. Brandon was getting photos with everyone, which was cool as well. Even though, hello, Metal Ninja. Hello. Dubai, January. Are you going to come to Dubai, Adam? Let's have a look. Marylands would have baited his cover. Yeah, true, BV. Get him a Marylands t-shirt so everyone knows. You'll see the Marylands t-shirt and you won't even have to question who it is. Hello, Chris. Big shout out to Chris. Absolutely smashing it as well. Really, really locking in. Big shout out to Chris. Smashing it. Hello, Nisi. And probably Beans there as well. Shout out to them who were amazing at the event as well. Really, really nice. I remember hearing 9 beers to go. Yeah, it was something like that. I tell you, I was tipsy walking back. I was scared to come. I knew something would set me up somewhere. BV, you should have been there, man. To the next one. I'm thinking about it. Definitely, Adam, definitely. Let me know when you are. I'd love to, by the way, we're going to do something. We'll do something in Dubai, but I'd have to let everyone know like a long time in advance if we do like a big event in Dubai. Just because that's obviously, it's a lot to go the way. But I prefer, doing it in the UK. So then it's, you hop on a train or drive up or whatever, and it's accessible for everyone. Obviously, sometimes people have got, family, this, that, and the other, they've got prior responsibilities. I completely understand that. But I think it'd be really, really, really cool to do one in Dubai. It was about 7'7" next to you. That was Danny FBI. Danny FBI was the like 8-foot guy there. Yeah, he was massive. Come back to the UK more, Max. I'll for sure be at the next one with enough notice. Yeah, Louis, I definitely plan 2026. I think I'm going to try and be back in the UK a lot more, and just doing events. So coming back every, sort of 3 months or something, doing some sort of event. I did put a message in the Telegram, which I think is important. I think a large amount of the online space now is just full of like AI slop, and it's just a bunch of, there's so much content online and a lot of it's just crap, and it's just going further in that direction. I think going full circle back to like in person and really focusing on that educational in-person events, I think that's a really, really good idea. And plus, seeing how people sort of interacted with each other and got on, a lot of people came up to me like towards the end and were like, yeah, I've got a lot to think about coming away from this. I've had a lot of great conversations. This really clicked with me, this conversation. And excuse me, I feel like creating that atmosphere more is something that I really want to do going forward. So yeah. Do you want to come to Dubai next year? Most probably, but Adam, if you're down, we'll both go. Yeah, Brandon, 100%. Brandon, we'll sort something. Brandon, we'll definitely sort something. Yeah, definitely change me seeing the whole picture. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. It's interesting seeing people, in person. It was funny seeing people like talk like, what's going on? Yeah, and then someone's like, oh yeah, what happened? And then they show they're up like 8K yesterday or something. It's like, wow, I'm actually meeting people in person who are up like this much. They're doing this well. It's crazy to see. Yeah. You can change venues to other cities. Yeah, Carlton, the one thing is with doing it in London, a lot of people are in and around London. So it is, although it's annoying for a few people, the distance traveling, I completely get that. For the majority of people, it's actually a really good place to do it. But we can definitely be flexible and do some more sort of up north, just so it's accessible for everyone. I want everyone to be able to come to an event. It's easy to get to. They can come meet members in person, and really get that in person feel. I think it's really, really important. I think it changes your mindset a little bit. Just talking to each other taught me so much. I agree, Crob. I really agree. Hello, Bella. Shout out to Bella as well, helping with everything while she was there. Really, at food, it was so funny. She really like went into cruise manager mode. It was hilarious. Me and Anne will surprise you one day. We'll just turn up at the airport and just tell you we need a lift. Brandon, do it. I'd love that. I'm getting phone calls in the morning. What's going on? Can you pick us up from the airport? What? 100% would. 100%. I wanted to meet Tony. Looked like he was loving it. What a man! Yeah, Tony. Tony was absolutely living life. He was brilliant. He was loving it. Big shout out to Tony. Live also Max. What do you mean, Louis? A few DMs about what? Tony was a legend. He was. I think you made a good friend who's sending that. Matthew, yeah, that was an interesting turn of events, wasn't it? That was quite awkward. We were literally leaving, and some woman came up to us, and we had basically taken over this room, and the event was like finished at that point, and she wasn't happy at all. She said she was gonna invoice me for some things. I don't really understand. I'm yet to receive this invoice, and I don't know what email she's going to get of mine that she's going to send X email to. And at the event, there was around 3-4 people with the badge Max Cole. So I wish her luck. NEC next big lad. That'd be a difficult one to fill, that one though. Mark, man. I think someone said next event at Max's mum's house. Okay, well, they will. True, Louis. Very true. Yeah, Bella did a cool little vlog. I saw a few of you repost it as well. I think I reposted it on Instagram as well. She like vlogged the day, which was really, really cool. So yeah, that was it was an amazing day, and definitely gonna do another one in the near future. To be honest, get even more preparation, do even more. But I think it was a good sort of cornerstone of what you can expect from events going forward. Yeah, I saw. I did see quite a few people saying about Leeds, so that could be a good one to do next time. We'll have to sort of figure out and just do one sort of all over and do like a circle around. Sort of do one Leeds, one Leeds, one London, one maybe further up north, one maybe further down south. Things like that, just to make it. I want to make it accessible for everyone. I don't want someone having, someone's in Scotland and they've got to come like 8 hours drive to get there. That sounds good, Drew. I think Manchester would be. I really like Manchester. I think Manchester's a really nice place. So that could be good. Yeah, Mark, it's too cold up north. I agree with that. Yeah, Louis, Louis, that'd be a difficult one. That'd be difficult. We'll plan it out and we'll get something fully sorted. I didn't get to capture the whole tables, so this will be better next time. Yeah, that sounds good, Bella. We'll get like I said, we'll get a lot more preparation next time. I think it went extremely well. It was really, really good. I think everyone enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoyed it. But yeah, next one will be, we'll learn from that event and we'll make it even better next time. We'll continue to get better and better and better. Yeah, Louis, a few people did do the drive of like 4 hours, and fair play to them. Manchester is nice. I agree, Nisi. Seems like a lot of people are happy with Manchester. Sorry I'm late. How is everyone? I hope you're well, Max. I missed much. No, Tony, we were talking about you just a minute ago, Tony, saying how happy and everything you were. You were definitely lively there. Everyone was glad to see you, Tony. It was funny seeing Tony, and then they'd meet Tony, and then they'd be like, "Yeah, he's the man behind the indicator," and they'd be like, "Oh my!" It was good to see. Seems like everyone loved meeting Tony, which was really nice to see, and I think Tony had a great time as well. He was out at the end. He came with us after and got a pint before heading off as well, which was good, which was brilliant. So yeah, really, really good. I thought it was a great time. But yeah, let's get into the charts. So I'm going to remove this level up here. We're too far. I want to sort of fresh mark it out. We have continued to range from this low here. We anticipated it to continue to range, so it's good to see that we have continued to range. This green trend line is definitely still in play. It was absolutely perfectly respected 2 times. Which was really, really, really nice. Didn't quite get it on this one. I know Tony actually at the event was in a buy position from here. Closed out up here, which is closed out, I think 50% out up here, which was really, really nice. We are forming sort of, if we see here, lower lows, lower high, just on this sort of 24-minute time frame here. What we can do is we can pull this out to here, pull this out to here. I like to pull the trend lines just to gain like a structure of price and see what we can sort of come up with. And then what we can do, definitely want to look for a golden pocket around this zone here. It's going to line up pretty much perfectly with the value area low, which is really nice. Oh, let me reset this. Okay, there we go. I want to get the golden pocket around the value area low. Whenever a golden pocket lines up with the value area low, it's normally a particularly nice level It's quite a tight level as well, which is nice to have in these conditions. So I'm going to get that there. Go here. Value area low plus golden pocket. Very nice. This is a really nice level, actually. Boom. Okay. That's good. Definitely want to see confirmations as we are ranging now. We could take out this low. If we take out this level, we will more than likely take out this low here. I do want to see if we've got a level sort of around the lower extremity of this line here. So we'll whip on the ColezTrades indicator session volume profile HD as well. This very lower time frame level here. Okay, we are literally opening on the point of control, which isn't the nicest thing in the world, but it's going to be a nice level here. Look at this. Daily level, previous daily open, like everything's there. This is quite nice. Boom. Boom. So we got daily open plus just a normal daily level plus golden pocket plus trend. This is a very nice level. Sure, lower time frame level, definitely. I'm marking this one up now on the 5 minute. But just too much confluence in this area. You can see here the daily, previous daily open, golden pocket trend line. Very, very nice. It's a really nice level, actually. See what else we can find. We did previously bounce off this daily level here. This level down here looks juicy, but I have a feeling if we come down there, we'll go down quite a bit further. Okay, let's leave this for a second and see if there's any questions. Let me know if you've got any questions regarding these levels here. Anything that I mark up, if you are unsure on any of it, please let me know and I'll go more into detail. And then, by the way, we're going to be doing a quiz after this as well, a nice trading quiz. So the trading quizzes, by the way, have been really, really good. So basically, you come on, we'll do a quiz, we'll go over sort of certain trading questions, and then after each question, we'll come onto the chart and we'll actually go over why that question answer was that. It's a really good time to learn, and yeah, so it's fun, you'll learn something, it's really, really good, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'll link it after the live. We do that on Zoom because it's like it's quicker, but we do this live on YouTube. So these two levels I think are really nice. I actually prefer the sell position here, but let me know if you've got any questions regarding these two levels. And yeah, I am going to go to a slightly higher time frame now, and see what we can come up with there in case we do break this trend line here. We'll see what we can come up with. I'm going to go from this low all the way down here. Go to this high. We've already bounced off the golden pocket absolutely perfectly. We have got 0.786 around these previous highs. Quite a thick level though. I'm not really a huge fan. We'll go down here. Okay, this looks a lot better. This looks nice. Previous lows here, previous lows here, previous point of control. Have we got naked point of control? What else have we got at this level here? Yeah, we've got a lot there. 4 hour previous naked point of control. We got loads. We got loads in this area. This is a higher time frame one, definitely. But it's good. So we got golden pocket plus high volume node plus prev point of control plus 4 hour level there. Again, a bit of a higher time frame one, but it's all good. Oh, wait, I couldn't see the questions coming up. It was like stuck to the bottom. Welcome, Sham. Hello, Sham. Hello, hello, hello. Rangers are back. Can't wait for Prime Coley on the charts. Yeah. We love a range. We love a range. I love a range. You know, markets are ranging 95% of the time. And so capitalizing on those is really good. Trending markets are weird to trade. BV. I only have one. Well, I have two indicators that I really use. Three. Session volume profile HD to see the volume on the charts. Then I have the ColezTrades indicator. You don't need that, but it just saves time. Then I have the Vu Manchu for confirmations down here, just oscillator, and that's about it. You can find out pretty much everything everything for the indicators I'll pull up here just via like price action. And then the confirmations I really like. I've always used the Vu Manchu really. I do like an oscillator. So Johnny, a high volume node is just it's a price level where there's been a lot of volume, a lot of transactions that have took place, and we find that out through fixed volume profiles. So you can see here, this fixed volume profile here, you can see the point of control, which is a high volume node. And then if we pull one over this bit of price action as well, high volume node here, it just basically shows where there's been a lot of transactions in a given area. And I gave this analogy before, but I think it's important to bring it back. If there's two roads, and one road has got a ton of cars flying down it, okay, and another road has got no cars, okay, when you try and cross the road with no cars, what's going to happen? Let me know in chat. You're trying to cross the road, there's no cars coming. What are you going to do? Are you going to get to the other side, or are you not going to get to the other side? Yeah, Louis, I learned that from definitely the speaking to a lot of people. Definitely doing a masterclass on the Vu Manchu specifically would be very, very beneficial. But one thing is confirmations are just like 5%, 5 to 10% maybe of someone's system. Confirmations are just a small thing. Getting up the levels and actually having areas to look for is the bulk of it. Yeah, they'd get to the other side. Whereas if you were trying to cross a road that has a ton of traffic, it's going to be really hard to cross that road, okay? That's like volume, okay? If there's not much volume, the road isn't that busy, you're going to just walk straight across it, no worries. If there's a ton of traffic and there's a ton of cars, it's going to be very difficult to get through that, okay? You might get through it, but it's going to be difficult, okay? That's like volume. These are all like fast lanes of transactions, okay? And yeah. Look left and right, yeah. Exactly, Brandon. For sure, trying to point people in the right direction. Okay, Louis, in the course, in the private group, I do have a section on the Vu Manchu, and then Craig's released a PDF on the Vu Manchu as well, which is in the educational resources section of the private group as well. So there's a good few resources to look at to begin with, but I do think like a long video exclusively on Vu Manchu. We could maybe do it this week. I'll just do it as like a live, and then I'll like upload the live into the courses section just as a Vu Manchu breakdown, because the people who have got Vu Manchu sort of dialed in, they are loving it and they're doing very, very well. You know, Craig in the group you see killing it. He uses Vu Manchu a lot. I use Vu Manchu all of the time. It's really good for confirmations, like really, really, really good. And it just, you know, all an indicator is, don't let anyone fool you. There isn't a magic indicator which is just going to print your money. I wish there was, but that isn't how it is. An indicator is just a vehicle for you to view price action through. It just shows you price action in a way which is easier for your brain to sort of understand. And Vu Manchu definitely allows me to understand what's going on in the price action easier, allows me to spot divergences, etc., etc. And yeah. Okay, nice, Louis. Nice, nice, nice. 17 talks. I'm not taking trades now. Markets are closed. I'm marking up the charts ready for tomorrow and next week. Alan, if you scroll up in the course section, there is a face video of me where I turn it around and I show the settings in the course section. But I'll definitely pull that up as well as I do get a lot of questions regarding it. To be fair, when Adam was showing me Vimanchu, it could work with my strat too, so I might add it in. But Brandon, it's really, really nice. It's really, really nice. It's just there's a lot going on. So when you first put it on your chart, it's like, what the hell? But it's just so nice, especially on gold and Bitcoin. I find in currency pairs it's a bit weird, but especially on gold and Bitcoin with the money flow, it's particularly nice. And once you get those divergences dialed in, it can definitely add at least maybe 5% to an overall system. Gregor's one pending. Okay, nice. He did make one before, but yeah, that's good. Okay, nice, Jordan. Yeah, and that's the main thing, Jordan. Just using it for divergences, using it for confirmations is really, really nice. You think people saw the sell-off on gold and people are going to start panic selling? Shorts weather, even if retail start panic selling, that doesn't mean that the price will drop at all. I think that's more crypto talk in terms of panic selling. I don't think anyone's panicking really on gold. If you're panicking on gold and it's gone from 2,500 to 4,000 in whatever time period, like I don't think anyone holding long term is panicking when it's over 4,000. Which was like a traffic crossing. Yeah. Actually, look at that. Nice, Alan. I mean, shorts weather, we've had a pullback. We've had a 10% pullback from all-time high on gold. We had a 10% pullback within a 48-hour period. That's a sizable pullback. Very sizable. So, yeah. Because we came down into the range of prioritizing sells. I definitely like the look of this sell more than this buy, but we'll have to see how market opens tonight, and then just confirmations going into these levels. Again, we aren't forming lower lows and lower highs in this little area here. We didn't manage to take this high before. It does look quite bearish. I think the big tell is this trend line here. If this trend line holds, we're good. Bullish, I'm happy. If this trend line doesn't hold, then we could see this low broken, and then we could see retests of a lot lower. But overall, gold is still above 4K. We're in a very, very overall bullish market. How do you use old volume profiles? Are they still important? Yeah, Johnny, I use old volume profiles a ton. So a good thing to do is go to previous ranges here. So for example, here, I've got a previous range on, and this gives you 3 nice levels to work from. So we've got the value area high, the point of control, and the value area low here. Previous range here, we've got value area high, point of control, value area low. Here, we've got value area low, value area high, point of control. Pulling fixed volume profiles across previous ranges is really nice. Really, really nice. So, for example, this point of control here, these here, I will factor those into to levels as we move closer towards them. It's Bitcoin forming a bull flag. We will rotate over to Bitcoin now. Really, these are levels which I want to put. I want to look for sort of higher time frame ish gold position. The problem is if we do break out of this range to the upside, I don't really want to be in any sells, and not much like is lining up that I really like. To be fair, if we, like I say, if we do break to the upside on this range, I mean, this potential low here, retest of that, but even still, there's not much holding us up. If we do break out of this range to the upside, I won't really want to be looking for sells. I want to be looking for retests, sort of pullbacks to enter in on the long position for us to break up further. So while we're in this range here, buying at the lows, selling at the highs, if we break out this range to the upside, then I'm probably going to be a lot more bullish. If we break this trend line and break the lows to the downside, then I'm going to go more bearish. Until that happens, I'm just going to be buying low and selling high. Okay, let's rotate over to Bitcoin. Would be sick in like 10 years. There could be like ColezTrades hedge fund, and we move the markets. That would be awesome. Alex, that'd be really cool. I'm all for that. Chris, what time frame were you looking at? Flip speed, yeah, it could be a pullback on the higher time frame. I think I am just going to play it how I said though. In this range here, if we break to the upside, I'm going to look for more buys. If we break to the downside, I'm going to cautiously look for sells. Obviously, I'm always going to be more in favor of buys on gold. So he's saying it's going to hit your red daily open 412, then drop. MC Zach, I'm not saying it's going to do that. If it does that, then I'll look for a sell. None of my trading is do this. Do this is emotion based. Do this. That's very emotional. If this happens, do this. Now that's having a plan in advance, and that's a lot more clean approach to it. I never just do this. If this, then I'll look for this and do this. If we move up into that red zone, then I'll look for divergences and potentially do this. That's what I do. Shorts weather, I don't look at things in terms of pips. I'll try and avoid speaking about pips as well. You can make a ton of pips but lose a lot of money. Like, pips don't really matter, and I encourage anyone who's new to trading to just avoid looking at pips, because again, you can make a lot of pips but lose money. I don't think it's a good way to look at things for a lot of people. 50-minute, 1 hour. Do you mean this here? I mean, we haven't formed the low. And futures, definitely. We haven't really formed the low here. I'd like to see this dip down here. Then that's a bull flag. Right, ladies, I'm going to do the rest of my analysis. So I'll see you tomorrow. Aim for 20-hour plus week next week to finish this month. Nice speaking to you all. Enjoy your night, Max. Take care, Brandon. Have a great night. Have a great night. And again, really nice work at the event as well. Smashing it, Brandon is. But yeah, so this could be a bull flag sort of forming. Let's mix up the time frame a bit and see what it looks like on other time frames. Yeah, I'd consider that a bull flag. The problem is we've just took out this high, like liquidity grab on this high. When you see a very, very quick reaction like that, it's not normally a good sign. Okay, let's pull this across and let's see what Bitcoin's actually looking like. I do think still we'll come down to this low. I really think Bitcoin will come down to this low, test this trend line. I'm not comfortable entering like any major long positions while this low has not been tagged. Real talk / wise words talk or 5 instead of pips. Nice. else feels like just marketing, etc. I completely agree, Christina. I completely agree. Everyone's talking about pips all the time, but they mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. Like I said, you can make a ton of pips, but lose money. I think pips are largely used in the trading space to manipulate you into thinking that results are far better than they seem. If someone says in the group, yeah, we just hit a 1-to-1 risk to reward, or most of them, we just hit a 1 to 0.3 risk to reward. That doesn't sound very good. We just made 100 pips. That sounds a lot better. Like, people are like, I don't know what pips are, but that sounds good. Like, that's sort of how it really works. Really nice range forming here. Let's go on to like really high time frame. Well, not really high time frame, but 4 hour. Let's get rid of that. What is this? This could be... Yeah, that would make so much sense. This would be perfect. This would be perfect. Okay. I think like a very, very, very logical outlook for Bitcoin is us moving down from here, taking out this low. We always, whenever we have a massive liquidation move, like throughout history, we always range afterwards, bait everyone into think we're going up, and then we slowly move down to the low. Everyone gets liquidated again, everyone loses hope, and then we move up. And this trend line being just under that low means that us slowly moving down here, we'll get rid of these lines, us slowly moving down here, causing max pain, and then rallying up to sort of finish it off, like true euphoria, everything, hitting this final trend line, and then bear market for like 2 years. That would be feasible. This doesn't look like far-fetched, in my opinion. 100%, 1,000 pips sounds much better than 2%. Yeah, it really, really does. Used to be in a group where it was all pips. When you actually broke it down, they were always 1 risk to 0.2 reward and things like that. Seen it as a bad way to look at it. Yeah, Jordan, near enough. You'll find it very difficult. I actually don't know another group that breaks things down in terms of R. I don't know a single one. Every group, either they do one of two things. They either say, we've made thousands of pips, or I've made X amount of money. Okay, in reality, like that, seeing that money on either some calendar, which can just be, you can just import whatever data you want, or on an MT4, MT5 white label broker where you can just edit the results. It just doesn't matter. So the money one just doesn't matter. It's normally fake. Or B, the pips one. We all know that that's complete BS as well. Loads of limits at 114k. Yeah, just above us, Chris. I think that would be extremely nice. Move up here a little bit. We'll take a look at the lower time frame now. Now we've got an overall plan. Like, I really think that's not unrealistic for us to do that. Let's zoom out a little bit and see what we can sort of come up with. Exactly, Jordan. So much common. Find out there, and it feels so scammy / not profitable. Exactly. Taking your dinner. Just focus on a plan, don't change the plan, and let it run. Make sure you use reasonable risk and stick to it. All you need to do is maximum 3%, 1% preferably. Exactly, M future. Some do with their calculator incorrect. Okay. So yeah, one thing that I'm considering doing, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, is setting like a few rules out. For example, to participate in the challenge, you have like X amount of capital, and then like we say, okay, for X amount of capital, you risk X pound amount. Then, if you risk X pound amount for a month, okay, you take maximum 2 trades a day, okay, and maybe like one other thing. So something like a slight edge thing, like I don't know. You've got to like before you enter the trade, you have to type your reasoning to me. Like you just got to quickly, Max, I see this, I see this, I see this. You do that for a month. If you lose money, I'll reimburse, because I really don't think you'll risking a set pound amount, only taking 2 trades a day maximum, and sending me your reasoning. I think after a month you'll come out worst case scenario break even. Okay, like around break even. And I think that'll really show a lot of people. Wait there. I need to just keep this simple. Risk a pound amount. Okay. Trade less. Think of my reasoning before the trade. Those 3 things. And, to go from, let's say, a losing trader to break even, that's step 1 done. Again, I always say there's 3 steps in trading, and that's step 1, get to break even. Step 2, get to profitable. A lot of people think trading is very binary. You go from unprofitable to profitable. No. The goal of this war that we are all in, I know some of you are going to like the war analogy, is to survive. Okay? If we can get a few kills here and there, all good, but the goal is to survive. So step 1 is to survive. Okay? And I think it would be pretty cool. I don't understand pips, so ignore them. That's good, Chris. It's good. Okay. I think this 0.886 level. Let's go lower time frame second. Let's go lower time frame and let's put on session volume profile. Let's do this. Is that previous daily level? Is that a naked point of control as well? It's not quite a naked point of control, but it is a high volume node. There we go. Make it a bit easier. Boom. Okay, let me get all this crap off my chart. Make it a bit simpler. Okay, let's turn this red. I'm going to go 0.886 plus high volume node plus daily open. Boom. Okay. High time frame, but this looks nice. I stick to them rules you talked about this a few months ago. Love it. Yeah, nice flit speed. I'm glad to hear that. Break even for a long time. But Jordan, all it takes, literally, it's the same with any business. It's so much of it is just, you're flatlining, and then just a few clicks, boom. Jordan, in your position right now, all you need, if you're break even, all you need is a few percent edge, and you're profiting. That's it. Being at break even is not a bad thing at all. It's not a bad thing at all. because we both know a few little tweaks and you're profiting. And if you're profiting £10 a week, you can profit 100. If you profit 100, you can profit 1,000. If you profit 1,000, you can profit 20, 30, 40, 50,000. Break even a bit down, so time to push now for profits. Love that, Mark. It's a good position to be in. How your parents do, Max? I'm not. So I live around, like, just outside of. Well, I used to live just outside of Birmingham. I'm currently in London. I'll be going to see my parents, I think, next week sometime. And so that'll be good. And then see them, a few other things, and then back to Dubai, where it's warm. Would rather break even than stop losses. Exactly, Ross. Exactly. Hello, Danny. Hello. But yeah, I like this. I like this overall plan a lot. Like, I'm not gonna really change this. I like this a lot. This is really nice. Okay, let's rotate back to gold for a few people who joined, and then let me know in the chat if you're ready for the quiz, if you'll be taking part in tonight's quiz as well. Again, we're going to be doing a quiz. I'll switch over to Zoom and we'll be doing that. Good to hear that, man. I appreciate that, XPR, and thanks for asking, mate. I go break even too early. Not a problem with that, Chris. Not a problem with going break even too early, Chris. A lot of the times, you'll remember the trades which hit break even and go on to hit profit, because that's really emotional. You know, FOMO, the fear of missing out. You've missed out on that trade. You remember that. That's annoying. What you won't remember is the trades which hit break even and go on to stop loss, because that's like, you don't really care. Like, that's not really emotional. You don't care. And so you won't remember that as well. Getting your stops to break even, you're in a trade where you can't lose. You can only win. That is the best position to be in as a trader, okay? Imagine I said to you, taking trading out of it, imagine I said to you, who said it again? Chris. Imagine I said to you, you're in a position, worst case scenario, you don't lose money. Best case scenario, you make money. That's a good position to be in. I'd happily be in that position. You can only make money. You're in a position where you can only make money. That's a win. Ready for the quiz? Nice, Alan. Yeah, XPR. It means that... So, Dubai is now 4 hours ahead, which is really nice. So, clocks go... I'm trying to think of it in UK time. I'm thinking about it in Dubai time, so 12:01 Dubai. So 9:10, whatever it is here. I think if you can write that up for people to follow it, definitely what changed for me takes the emotion out of it. Yeah, Flip Speed, definitely getting something. I messaged Ben literally just before this live about that exact idea. And let me know in the chat now. Would you take part in a challenge? Okay, and type this in the chat now. Would you take part in a challenge if I outlined like literally 2 rules? Okay, risk a set amount, which like we'll have sort of breathing room on both sides. Like if I say risk £20 and you risk £20 and 10 pence. Like, you won't be kicked off the challenge if you risk around that amount with breathing room. If I see that you've tried to risk around that amount. But if you risk around a set amount and then like one other simple rule, would you take part in a challenge where if you lost money, I'd completely cover it? Because I really don't think, I think majority of people would break even or make money. And so I think it would be overall very beneficial for the community to do that. So let me know if you'd take part in that challenge. I think it's a really good idea. Yes. I really do think, like, I think we'd be able to definitely the set pound amount. Definitely reducing trades, maximum 2 to 3 trades a day. And then one other thing. So the risk management, down, okay? All we need then is to integrate a slight little edge. I want like something very simple. I don't want it to be difficult, just a slight little edge. I think at the end of that month, you stick with that, okay? I think at the end of the month, when you're up, you'll be like, wait there. Like, I just kept things really simple. Proper risk management, used a slight edge, and I made money. Might not be the most money, but you made money. It's like, shit, well, I can scale this up now. I can add to this edge. I think it'll be a big clicking point. And you know, mine educator's role in the group is to provide you with those clicking points. Okay, we want you to have those clicking points where you're like, okay, that makes sense. Those clicking points are so valuable for us, and when we see those in person, you know, there's a few times on Friday where I saw that in person, and I saw like things just go like, wait, that makes a lot of sense actually. That makes a lot of sense. Those are what we live for. I love seeing those clicking points. And I think everyone's had one of those before where something, you just have like a breath of clarity come over you. You're like, okay, that makes sense. A few of those, and you're profitable. Exactly, XPR. Exactly. And then a slight edge, boom, you're profiting. Yeah, I think it'd be very safe for the group. I think it would be open a lot of people's eyes. I think it's very simple. And it shows that, okay, all I need to do now, small edge, and I'm making even more money. Boom, done. Then, you know, you go from risking £20 on that to a funded risking £200, £300. And then instead of at the end of the month, let's say at the end of the month, you make 3R. You're up, let's say including fees, you're up like £55, okay? Then you're like, okay, wait there. On a funded 3R, risking £200 or £600. And then most funded, you'll be risking more than that anyway. And then you're like, okay, this makes sense to me. And we do have, by the way, a lot of people in the group who are just behind the scenes and they're making like £1,000, £2,000 a month. All they do, this is happening every single month. All they do, and it's they keep it stupid simple. They wait for a signal. They look at the signal. Okay, do I agree with it? Yes, I do. Enter trade. I'm risking £200 this month. Okay, boom, done. And they're making, you know, easy 8 to 10R a month. Okay, and they're making good money on their funded accounts. They're small, like they've got 45k, 90k funded accounts. Super simple, super simple. And we've got a lot of members who are just doing that, and it's just really simple. So that's the really good way to do it. That's what I'm aiming for. I've improved so much already from where I started. Now I'm focused on minimal 1 to 2 trades a day. Now I want quality steps for myself and less chart time. Yeah, exactly, Louis. And Louis's been crushing it as well. Big shout out to Louis. I think everyone's seeing Louis crushing it as well. Definitely reducing the amount of trades that you take. In 9 out of 10 people, that will improve profitability across the board. Okay, there's a few things which are just non-negotiable that will help you. Like, there's a 95% chance it will help you. One of them is reducing the amount of trades you take. Second one is journaling your trades. Third one is risking a set pound amount. Stop using like a set lot size. Just, okay, I'm going to enter one lot here. And especially on ATR, average true range, basically a measure of the volatility in the market, is at an all-time high on gold now. If you're risking the same lots and you're using the same lots that you did 2 months ago, you're going to be over-risking like crazy in this market. Okay? So that's really important also. Yeah, brother, sounds good. Mark, definitely. So his per day. Yeah, Atomic, I want to keep it extremely simple. That might be a nice thing to do. Also, I want to keep it simple for you, but then simple for me to like go over at the end of the month. If it's like, if for example, if you can enter like infinite trades a day, someone's sending me their history, and it's like they entered like 10 trades a day every day for 30 days. That would take a long time to go through and check that they did, in fact, use like a set pound amount, and they did all this, and they did look like that would take a long time. And I think a lot of people would get involved in that challenge. So making it easier to overlook it, because if, for example, if you knew, okay, Max isn't really going to check this, like I can do this. If that's in the back of your mind, you're not going to stick with it. Whereas if you know, okay, Max has said to me I can only risk £30 on each trade. I know he's going to see this. If I really like this position, I want to risk like £100, but I know Max will see it, and that, then it means you won't. It means you'll stick with that proper risk management, and that's kind of what I want as well. That sounds good, Danny. She's a funder at the end of this month. Can't wait to join the team. Nice, Rabcon. Look forward to you. Look forward to you joining. End of day trading. Dad. I'm just gonna call Dad Orbles. I'm not a fan. Just because volume's dropping, the main volume of the day, the main everything of the day has kind of gone. And towards the end of the day, towards market close, normally you see a bit like more sporadic behavior, unpredictability. It's not. I don't personally like. The closer we get to market close, I don't really like. Trade hits TV. I'll stop trading for the day. Yeah, that's good, Danny. I like that. D-Journal, guys, exactly. Do you recommend a minimum per trade we take? Every trade taken, for example, to our minimum and keep consistent too. That's a good idea, right? You think? Yeah, that could be nice as well. I'll have a think about it, like a few little rules that will get in place. Because obviously, I want to make the rules good, because if they aren't good and people lose money, then I'll reimburse. Then I've got to reimburse it. So I want to make sure it's really good. So yeah. I went to one call the other day who only uses sets a lot size. Nice, Adam. Yeah, pushing that's really good. Vlad, no. And if anyone does, they can always message me and we'll get it sorted. I'm sure if Max want to scan the charts a bit more and get ready for bed too, I'm going live and leave you and chill. Wishing everyone good luck on the charts next week. Love that, Louis. Take care. And we're gonna get into the Kahoot now as well. Paul, you don't be using, especially don't use MT4. MT4 is a terrible trading platform in my opinion. And even MT5, there's better alternatives to MT5, like brokers, apps, C-Trader, etc. MT5 is a lot better than MT4, but I think there's better ones than MT5 as well. MT4 is just avoid, there's a better version, so you might as well use it. So yeah, guys, what we'll do is I'm going to rotate over to Zoom now. I'll put a link in the public group in Telegram. If you're watching this on YouTube, the Telegram is in the description on my YouTube channel. And so we'll rotate onto Zoom to do the trading quiz. So if you want to come take part in the trading quiz, I'll be live on Zoom. You can come join. It's really fun, really interactive. You'll have a good time and you'll definitely learn something as well. And to those who aren't coming onto the Zoom, I appreciate you tuning in. Some great questions tonight. I feel like we went over a lot of really, really good stuff. And to everyone who came to the event on Friday, big shout out to you as well. And yeah, if you're not joining us on the quiz, take care. Have a great week trading. I wish you all the best. And like Mark just said, stay safe, soldiers. And to those who are coming onto the Zoom, I'll see you in a brief second. So this isn't goodbye. This is just I'll see you in a brief moment. And yeah, to those who aren't joining us, take care. And to those who are, I'll see you in a little second. See you in a minute, guys.